Been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only go like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What you want.
My newbies look like Tyler Perry.
Cheers to the freaking weekend. Not only have I got the Friday feeling, but I've got the Traitors finale feeling. It is the final of the Traitors tonight. I'm going to give my predictions of what's going to happen, so if you've not caught up with the Traitors or you're planning on watching it in a few weeks or whatever, just skip right through it to the number on the screen to avoid any spoilers. Okay, now I've got the true Traitors fans' attention. Here's what I think is going to happen. Evie and Andrew are going to get banished, so it's going to be down to Jazz, Harry and Molly. Claudia's going to ask, are you ready to end the game? Molly's going to go green, Harry's going to go green and Jazz is going to go red. The other two are going to be like, Jazz, what the heck, like we're all faithfuls here, blah blah blah. Molly's going to be like, Jazz, come on, like I have faith in us all. And Jazz is going to be like, I have said it's Harry for like weeks now, here's my reasons why, and he's going to give evidence, and it's going to be down to Molly believing what Jazz says, or is she going to take Harry's honest opinions and think that he's faithful, because I think they get on really really well and she has a lot of trust in him. She actually said Harry's the only person in the game that she can trust, so then they two are going to turn on Jazz and then Jazz is going to be out, and then it comes down to it and it's going to be 120k go straight to Harry because he's the traitor. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm passing the mic to future Joe now to find out if I was correct. Are you freaking kidding me? I got that right. I couldn't have been any more spot on with my prediction. The bit where Molly wrote the H and then started crying, she was like, oh, can I change my answer, can I change my answer? I was on the edge of my seat, literally sitting on the edge of the couch with my mouth open the whole time in shock. What a finale. Harry played the game so fantastic, so if you're looking at it in terms of gameplay, he does deserve to win because he played it so well. He voted out all 5 other traitors. He really went against these people. He was so convincing, so fair enough. It is one of those bittersweet games. Really good. And now I don't know what the heck to watch. It's a beautiful Saturday morning today. Been to the gym, got a PB with my run, and now I'm getting ready for the day. I'm gonna actually wear makeup today and I'm excited about it because I hardly ever wear proper makeup these days, but you know, I'm going to the shops, so think, you know, put on a wee bit of effort, Joanne, come on. Got all this nice makeup sitting there and you hardly use it. Today we're going to Silverburn Shopping Centre because it is Baltic outside, and if you're in a shopping centre it means you're not needing to be out in the cold for too long. Not going up for anything in particular, just a wee nosy and to get out of the house. This morning I had such a bad customer service experience. I had to go into the bank to cash a cheque. It wasn't working via online banking, so that's why I had to actually go in. And I was stood at the front bit where it says like please wait here. I was stood there for minutes, like a while, and there was 3 workers to my right in a little open room thing, so I think they were maybe dealing with someone. They knew I was there and like they looked at me but they didn't say anything. Then one of the ladies came out and she went right up the back into another room and got a guy out, so I was like, all right, someone's coming over to me. So I felt like such an idiot just standing there. I was like, is it open? Which it was. Guy comes out, doesn't acknowledge me, and they all just go back into that room, and it's not even a closed room, like they're all standing at the door where like we're like a stone throw away. It was ridiculous. I could hear the whole conversation and stuff. And I was like, see if that happened in hospitality, that restaurant or bar would be absolutely slandered all over Facebook. I then went over to the little ATM bit and cashed the check in myself, but I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to go to a teller, because if I knew you could do that I would have just went straight in and did that. But I was like, since no one's coming over to talk to me or even look at me, I may as well just go and have a look. Guy came in behind me and then one of the workers went straight over to him and spoke, and I was like, right, I know I've just been out at the gym, but do I reek that bad that no one's wanting to come over and speak to me? I was suddenly adopted a resting bitch face that I didn't have before, and now I'm a threat to everyone. That was a weird start to my day, but you just have to take into account Maybe they just are in a CBA mood. It does get you questioning who the hell pissed in your Cheerios. These are my £35 New Balance dupes. They're wee feelers. I think they're well cute with the wee green. I'm wearing a cheeky little blazer today. Feeling sophisticated. I really woke up and chose Professional Joe.
Only been days, but it felt like months.
There's no filter on my phone right now. Look how beautiful that sky is. That's one side. Stunning. That is absolutely beautiful.
What you want?
Tell me you don't want to go a walk without telling me you don't want to go a walk. Nova, you love a morning walk. Are you just being lazy and lying in bed? It's such a beautiful morning today. It's so fresh. I really cannot wait till my beach walks can get started again. If I was going to take a walk down the beach at this time of year, it would be pitch black, which is just scary. But come on, that is absolutely beautiful for a morning walk. That is literally the moon. Oh, I am just so easily pleased. Give me a nice sky and I'm happy. I know the mug's questionable, but just leave me be. How amazing is that first sip of tea in the morning? Now, probably like every other human on the planet, you usually start your morning off with a coffee. But in actual fact, I heard this fact, and when I say the source of the fact, I could say some really big scientific source, but let's face it, it was TikTok. That you're not supposed to have a coffee within the first however long that you're up, because your body needs to naturally wake up. So you're waking up every morning and the first thing you're doing as soon as you open your eyes is having a coffee. That's actually artificial energy, whereas if you're waking up and you're actually up, moving, say go a walk, then come back and have a coffee, you've already woken up naturally rather than used a stimulant to wake you up. So there's your fun fact of the day. Don't get me wrong, I get absolutely buzzing from my morning coffee still. Like, I have that as soon as I log on to work. Tea before, coffee when I'm working. I have found the most hilarious TV show, hands down. It has had me in bits all weekend. I've actually finished watching all 3 seasons. I binged them as soon as The Traitors ended. If you're a TikTok user, you probably have heard some of the most common sounds that have been extracted from this show, like the best bits.
Look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier about going away and that. It's just...
Can I just ask you an honest question? Why would you want to leave the village when we've got a pub and a shop?
And you wouldn't even have known that it was from this show, because I didn't. I was watching the show and then I heard said clips and I was like, oh my god, is that where that clip's from? Is that where that sound's from? The show's called Big Country. It's actually called This Country. I keep on calling it Big Country. Don't ask why, I've did it all weekend. And it's about 2 cousins who are actually brother and sister in real life, and they live in a little village in the Cotswold, and it's basically just a spoof documentary about their life in the village. And I know that sounds so dumb and it'd be like, why would you want to watch that? Like, it just sounds so stupid. It's absolutely freaking hilarious. Like, it takes me a lot to like belly laugh, but see, when I tell you, I've had numerous occasions belly laughing at this. I almost choked my dinner last night. It's that serious.
Curtin, I know you're feeling a bit anxious. It's a big step, but it's normal to feel this way.
And another thing, I've been looking at the menu in the cafeteria, yeah? I wonder if you could be so kind in telling me what the fuck is pesto?
Absolutely hilarious. If you take anything away from this vlog, go and watch an episode of it. So whilst I braid my hair and turn myself into a 6-year-old, I'm gonna tell you a really weird situation that happened to me. I was out on a little nighttime stroll just to mini Tesco, and I'm listening to a podcast, walking along the road, and on the podcast they start talking about Reese's Pieces, like, you know, the peanut butter chocolate Reese's. They literally start talking about that, and you know, that's sort of a unusual topic of conversation. It's a chocolate that it's not as popular in the UK as it is America, stuff like that. And I'm honestly not joking when I say this. See, as soon as they started talking about that, I looked down and at my foot was a Reese's Pieces wrapper. I'm not kidding. Like, that's a bit freaky. Do you agree? Straight away, I immediately whipped out my notes app and typed that in because I was like, I'm telling my YouTube channel about that because that's freaky. Is that all stemmed because I was talking about psychics in my last video? Who knows? If I suddenly disappear off the face of the earth, yous know what happened. The ghosts have taken me. You've probably seen this stain or whatever it is and thought, Joanne, you're a scruffy. Believe it or not, I have just taken that off of my drying rack. So my guess is that's bleach or some form of cleaning substance. And you know what? I'm not even shocked by it because I got a gorgeous, expensive as hell White Fox boutique tracksuit for my birthday. Was wanting one for ages because you see it all over your social media, and I thought that is a piece of me. I love a tracksuit and they're quite stylish. Literally had it on maybe once, twice. Bleach all up sleeve. Bleach all up sleeve of this freaking over £100 tracksuit. I tried buying those fabric dyes that you put in the wash or you soak them in it. Nothing's working. Just gonna have to ride out the bleach, but as I like to say, it's now been Joe-fied, so it's ever so slightly more unique. Who wants a boring jumper? Not me. Normal's boring. So if you see me cutting about with stains on my clothes, don't even question it because it's just showing how stupidly clumsy I actually am, and I'm fine with that. Gosh, and that's me looking like younger Joe again. If I don't put my hair in braids, it just looks a mess come 5 PM when I'm going to the gym. So at least if I have it in braids all day, I take it out, it's nice and crimped. Ah, it's giving spring. Do you know that Cutie Patootie Multi-Poo Nova that I talk about all the time? She's an evil killer. Other night when I was making dinner, my mum was like, "Where's Nova?" I was like, "Oh, she's outside." And she's like, sus. She's been outside for like 15 minutes and hasn't barked to get in, which just really isn't like her. So my mum went out to get her in, and what did she have in her mouth? Take a guess. A mouse! A mouse! Nova had a mouse in her mouth, and she was obviously just playing with it. Like, she does this thing where she takes both of her front paws and she goes up on all four and then just boom, boom, boom. That's totally what she was doing to that mouse, and oh my god, bless it. I'm not a mouse fan, but I'd rather my cutie dog didn't kill them. I just refuse to believe that something so cute and innocent could be a mousy killer. Oh, I forgot to put syrup in that. My sister did not like the idea that Nova had a mouse in her mouth because Chloe was jumped up right on that couch screaming whenever Nova would come near her. She would just like, "She is infested, get this thing away from me." And now she's just lying on the couch basking in the sunshine without a care in the world, unaware to the fact that she has just destroyed a little mousie's family. They'll be in turmoil wondering where that little baby mouse is, and it's dead. Look at the warm welcome that I got this morning. Open my bedroom door and Nova shoots right up and jumps on my bed and sits there looking like a little princess. Payday has arrived. Cha-ching. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to say that. I mean, big fat chunk of my wage anyway just goes straight into savings, but still it's good to have the money in the bank. I did my eyebrows last night, and I know what you're thinking. What a slay. I seen a TikTok and it really got me thinking. Humans are just characters in some big giant show / game. Like, we all have a regiment where we're up, we're working, and then free time. So it's like when I'm replying to emails or doing my job, it's all part of my character's role. Like, it's all part of my character on Earth's role. That's the sort of stuff that keeps you up at night though, so do not look into that too much. Okay, I just fully lost Nova, did a whole witch hunt of the downstairs, and then look, she's just chilling on the top of the stairs, enjoying her little chewy thing. Minding her own business, just loving life. This right here is my favourite cup. I got it in my Christmas Eve box and I am forever grateful. It's a staple for your iced coffees and cold juices. Get on ready with me. You're probably thinking, who the heck is that on my screen right now wearing makeup? I'm usually faced with a big giant troll called Joe. Well, I had to be somewhere where I was needing to wear some makeup. So So that's that. To all my contact lens wearers, how amazing is that feeling? Taking out your lenses after having them in all day. Such a good feeling, honestly. I haven't fake tanned, honestly, since like August time, and that's just so sad because I love how I look and feel when I'm fake tanned. I was literally saying this at the weekend. I was like looking back at old photos on Time Up and stuff, and I thought, Joanne, you've really let yourself go. You do be looking ugly these days. You need to sort that out. Can we talk about how cute my jammies are? It's giving Kath Kidson.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have a proper bath tonight with like bubbles and bath salts and all that jazz, but I need to do some oil in my hair because it's hair wash night, and I want to do a treatment before I wash my hair, so hence why I'm just taking my makeup and stuff off now, and I'll let the oil sit in my hair for like an hour or two before I wash it out. To all my skincare girlies, I'm not fully part of the club yet, but I'm taking wee steps to be in the club. I got this Paula's Choice, what's this called? Freaking acid thing. On the picture, I did think it was going to be a lot bigger of a bottle than that. It's literally about the size of my middle finger. It's meant to really help with your blackheads, and I do be having some blackheads on my nose and my chin. So I was like, let's see if this works. So I've unintentionally did dry January. In other words, I'm a boring girly who never has plans. I get proper bad anxiety, and my thought process when I was a youngster going out like 3-4 times a week was, if you mess up on one night out and you're like riddled with anxiety, just go out the next night, do something else to make you forget about that anxiety, so you've completely forgot about the other night out. That night out doesn't even count anymore, it's this one. Do you get what I'm saying? Not the right way to cope with things like that. Castor oil does not hit the same way that rosemary oil does. Is anyone actually watching Love Island All Stars, like, seriously? Because I like tune in for one episode a week. As much as I loved Love Island, I think it is getting to the point where it's just a bit boring. Same old, if you get what I'm saying. I'm watching All Stars because I like seeing the familiar faces. However, where the fuck is Chris and Kim? Get them in it. If they got in it, then the viewing ratings would be skyrocketed. BBC, just do us all a favour and give us the third season of The Traitors sooner than blooming next January. That is such an agonising wait. This is called a gua sha. However, when my sister was doing a haul on her private Snapchat story, she referred to this as a gusha. What is it with the gorgeous skies this week? Love a sunrise. Do you know what one of the most wholesome things in the whole world is? Dog walkers passing each other and saying hi. You can't tell me that that's not cute. The little smile and nodding. Hi, good morning. That shit is cute. Even though I do be looking like an absolute with my head torch thing on. My dad got me and my sister a hat with a torch on it for our Christmas, and usually that's something I would have like laughed at and be like, probably not going to use that, that's going on vintage, but I actually do use it. I wear it every morning and it's blooming Baltic outside, so it will be staying on me for this foreseeable. It's just a benefit that it's got a light, so I can deal with Nova. Nova got a bone yesterday from the pet shop, and I actually think it's a cow's throat, which makes me gag. Like, that is disgusting and it absolutely reeks. Gutted the whole house yesterday, and who's sitting eating that bone and it stunk? Nova, what on earth are you doing? Is it because I'm dissing your bone? So after I was watching Love Island, I stuck on the new Olivia Atwood TV show. It's basically where she delves into all the different plastic surgeries and filler aesthetics processes that you can have done to you. And oh my god, see, if you're squeamish, do not watch that. I didn't even make it past the intro. Like, the trailer of it, it shows a lot. I actually can't even think about it, but if you're into that sort of stuff and want to see more about how they actually do the procedures, go give it a watch. But it was not for me. I cannot even go and get blood done at the doctor's. If I have to go and get my blood taken, you best believe it's an ordeal. I'm waking up 2 hours before my appointment and lathering tattoo cream right on all areas where they might have to draw blood from, wrapping it in cling film and lying straight down on that bed with tears in my eyes. I absolutely hate it. I would genuinely rather break my arm than get blood taken. I'm a big giant wuss, basically. Home Bargains discontinued the gingerbread flavoured syrups. I was gutted. Look at how cute that mug is. Do you know that was only 75p in Asda in the sale? Tell me your puppy absolutely loves you without telling me your puppy absolutely loves you. She literally sits right by my side pretty much the whole day I'm working. So I'm not going to lie to you, I'm having a little bit of a quarter life crisis going on. I just feel really quite crap, if I'm being honest. You know those days where you do just feel like so low and the slightest thing can just like set you off in tears? Well, that's how my day's going. But the thing that I love is that no matter how alone you feel in a situation, if you go onto TikTok, and I'm not saying like social media is great because you can oversee everything, but like TikToks can be so blooming real. Like, it really does put into perspective just how many other people are in the same boat as you. So for example, I seen a TikTok of a girl who was like 20, she was like, oh, this is my night routine of a 25-year-old who is going through a bit of a life blip and still works from home and lives at home with her parents. And then I was like, well, I'm the same. I live at home now. Like, I did move out and all that stuff, but now I'm back home. I work from home. I'm feeling a bit crap about my life. And then read the comments, and then the comments were all literally same 25-year-old girl working from home, living at home, living with my parents again. So many comments, and I was like, do you know what? That's totally normal. That's totally acceptable. Like, whatever. People at this age are all at different stages in their lives. Some travelling, some engaged, some buying houses, some living in London doing career hopping, some working in bars, some in restaurants. It literally doesn't matter. Like, see, just as long as you're sane and you're happy and healthy, nothing else matters. That was way too deep for a Thursday evening. But it is great to realise that although I'm 25, I am technically just a 25-year-old teenager. That's how to look at it. I sign off every email that I send with, have a lovely Thursday, have a wicked Wednesday, have a fantastic Friday, have a terrific Tuesday, have a marvellous Monday. But I have been told by colleagues, Joe, whenever I receive an email from you, I'll be having a shit day. As soon as I get your email, brightens my day. I'm out here being a people person, giving the people what they want. Do not fear, Corporate Joe is here. The rubbish day saga continues. I couldn't get on any machine that I wanted to in the gym, so that messed up my whole plan of action when I went in. And in the car home, I dropped my watermelon onto my bag of shopping and burst all my yogurts. Absolutely devastated, and now I've got some huge rash on my neck. Look like I've been throttled, but it's not. I don't even know what that is. My nightie looks like a blooming spoons plate, and I've cut my legs shaving. If this isn't screaming to the universe, I need this week over with, then I don't know. It's been a nightmare of a day. Sexy Joe is well and truly out of the picture now. I don't even know what this is. Knowing that I'm turning really old, but yeah, I'm making myself purposely look like a granny. But I'm going to tell you one thing, this was £6 in Primark and it's comfy as heck. Go buy yourself one. It's great if you've just fake tanned, which I clearly haven't because I look like a ghost. I'm going to wrap the video up here before I burst into tears. Thank you so much for watching. I don't really have any plans for this up and coming weekend, which I'm not too mad about because I just need some proper R&R, rest and relaxation, chill time with my puppy, few baths, shite telly, face masks, maybe even a nose pore strip. That's what I need. Thank you so much for watching, my lovely people. I hope your weekend/week goes a lot better than what mine did there. Life is a learning curve. See you in another cheeky little video.